Time to bring in our chef, Gavin Foreman. Now, Gav, firstly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I've had a decent run with you over the last couple of months.
Yes, you have. You've been spoiled a little bit.
I have got a feeling since I was away for a couple of weeks in June, I think I've had a pretty good, nothing that I didn't like between then and now.
No. And now, here we are.
All good things must come to an end, right?
This is a beautiful thing. This is an absolutely beautiful thing.
You have brought in some toasted up sourdough, so we'll get into that.
Don't worry about the bread.
Your little olive dish, tell me about
Olive tapenade. You'll see it in every supermarket, in every high-end stuff, in little jars, priced exorbitantly.
Okay.
It's dead simple to make.
All right. So, what is in your little olive meal here? And I'll just break a piece of bread and dip it in.
Okay. So it's basically called a paste or a base. They use it for things. It can be a dip. It can be a spread. It's used for lots of different things. So it's got olives, garlic, herbs, lemon, capers. There's lots in it.
I found a second thing in there I don't like.
Capers.
Yes. The rest is bloody awesome.
Yeah?
Minus the olives and the capers. The two biggest taste sensations in here.
So it's quite pungent. It's quite punchy. You're not going to need a lot of it. You're going to have to try it.
I'm going to try. I'm going to get my bottle of water ready just in case.
So it's a little is a lot. You don't need tons of this stuff. It's great to add to pastas if you like, an olive flavour through your pasta. Oh, come on. I even brought in the knife so you couldn't...
Is that a decent amount? Is that too much?
That'll give you a flavour. And the big hint with this one is when you're making it, because it's everything goes in a blender and you blend it. That's it. It's dead simple. Mm-hmm. But you've got to be careful with your seasoning because olives are quite salty. Capers are quite salty.
It's actually not bad.
You don't mind that?
I don't mind that.
The tiny little bit you had?
Yeah, but you said don't put too much on, so I didn't.
Yeah. It's also great if you're adding like salads and dips and that sort of stuff. You'll see it everywhere now.
And I'm not lying because I'm going for the second
You're going for the second one. So instead of seasoning, I added a little anchovy through it to give it a bit of salt.
Really?
I had to tell you afterwards. But yeah, it's that balance of saltiness and... Olives, you either love olives, it's one of those foods. You like it or you don't like it. People want it on the pizza or you don't want it on the pizza. But doing it like this, if you're doing like an antipasta plate at home or some springtime barbecue salads and a little thing of olive tapenade, and it's so simple to make. It's literally put it in the mixer and blend it.
There is something to be said for things that can be dishes that can be just made quite simply and uncomplicated, isn't there?
Yes, absolutely. And the beautiful thing about olive tapenade is because it is so punchy and so pungent, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
So if you're doing this at a party, like there's a ramekin there and it's got about 80 mils in it, that's fine for like 10 people. And you go to the supermarket and you price the little jars and you go, why is that so expensive?
Yeah.
But I must admit, my favourite one to make is a grower, I can't remember the name, and they're at the farmers markets every Sunday, and his olives are brilliant for it.
That's the thing, though. That's like we quite often will just go and buy something ready-made and spend a fortune, where you can just get all the pieces yourself, like you said, put them in a blender and you're off to the races.
Yeah, put it in a blender. It'll also hold for like 3 months in an airtight container in your fridge, so it's not going to go to waste. And as I said, a little's a lot. But it's great tossing it through the end of a pasta dish or adding it to, say, tomato and bocconcini salad and caprese and all that type of stuff. It's an enhancer. It enhances whatever's there, and it also gives it a bit of a punch.
Gav, it's always a pleasure. You thought you'd really take me out today, but you didn't quite get there.
No. Well, hey, you know what I'm like.
Slowly, but
we'll
steady
get there.
wins
We'll
the
get
race.
there. We'll bring back the bin days.
No, we don't want any more bin days, do we?
It's fun for me.
Super quick before I let you go, we're sort of heading to the bottom quarter of the year. How's the sector shaping up, our hospo sector?
It's pretty good at the moment. There's a nice influx of staff currently, so it seems to have stabilised. Christmas party bookings, I know.
Here we go.
But it's already started. That build-up, the build-up started, and it's funny because every year it happens later. So we get a longer build-up in a shorter period. So normally it used to, as soon as Halloween happened and then Melbourne Cup happened, it was Christmas.
Yeah. I always say, though, that in terms of Christmas, I mean, maybe not so much the planning your event because they'll book out, but generally speaking, don't even think about it till Melbourne Cup Day has been run and won. The day after that, bang, you get into Santa mode.
I'd imagine you've already bought presents.
No, no, because I'm going by my own theory. Nothing till Melbourne Cup Day. Then the next day you just do it and sort it.
Especially if you win on Melbourne Cup Day, Christmas is a lot better for everybody else.
Especially for yourself, right? Gav, it's always a pleasure, mate. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
Here he is, our chef, Gavin Foreman, with us on 2NURFM 103.7.
A broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.